What's up, guys? So today we've got a lower tie rod on a Super Duty. So yeah, she's nuked and it's making a clunking sound when turning, the customer is stating. So yep, we're gonna get that replaced for him, and I really could use some help, so let's do this. Now, some people, they try taking the tie rod off without removing the tire. I don't like doing that, just because every time you can do it, you risk scratching the rim. And for how little time and effort it is, I'm just gonna pull the tire. And not to mention, it'll probably help with the look of the video as well, so. Woo. That I already pulled the cotter pin out just because I didn't know if I was going to make a video or not, but here we are. So cotter pin is out, cotter pin and shield. Put those right here. I'll loosen this. Okay, make sure that's nice and loose. Persuasion device. Get that early. There we go. Okay, we got that. Look at that. Oh my god, that never happens. Not to me anyway. Yeah, you can see how this thing's just completely nuked. So this is how I do it. This one might be a little different just because it's so loose, but usually take your little crow's foot. See that? Now you got a handle. That's how I do it. And then just like a normal tie rod, count your turns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Would you mind helping me?
Alright. So that was 29 turns. Now we're gonna get the nice shiny one that's not loose. And the old one was also missing this little safety bar here, so we're gonna install that, of course. Wrong socket, buddy. Got my half inch out, so screw it, we're gonna use the half inch. Over there. Take this off. Alrighty. 29. It is reverse thread. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am. Yes, sir. Alright, so now that we got that turned in, so now that this wheel is turned, whoop, let me get my nuts. Which nuts? No, I'm not going to do it. Alright, so now we're going to straighten this wheel so then we can get this on the drag bar. There we go. Beautiful. Torque this down. Now, I always replace the cotter pin just because I see that as a safety item, so I don't really mess around with that. So another thing that people like to complain about is how people put cotter pins in, which I think is so funny because it really doesn't matter as long as the thing doesn't come out. I usually just kind of bend it around like that, both ways. And cut the tails shorter. And call it a day. Alright. Tighten this down where it is. Actually, let's get our little safety bar in. Okay. So these, how these work is you kind of line this bar in between these. Then there's a groove here. Just like that. So basically make sure that that's lined up and tighten this down. Okay. Now these, you don't need to tighten down crazy, obviously. You just kind of, that's it. Just so it doesn't move. And yeah, so that's good. That's a beautiful tie rod install. Put everything back together. Alright. Move this over. Get the old tie rod out of the way. So on Ford Super Duties, 150 foot-pounds. And I have two different torque wrenches. This is the one I use for tires, just a little quick type. And obviously my digital one is for like crank pulleys and all that stuff. Alright. Alright. Torque them down. Beautiful. Always unwind your ratchets, your torque wrench ratchets, so they stay calibrated a little bit longer. Alright. Beautiful. Alright guys, that's the tie rod replaced. I just gotta go do a wheel alignment and we'll get her back on the road. Thank you for helping me, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.